Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Night Thrasher. Now Night Thrasher has been quite a favorite champion of mine for a while, and I enjoy using him a lot. Now he has a ton of different hidden utilities as well in his kit, as well as the obvious ones. But with the change to quality level difficulty nodes, I do firmly believe that he is one of the top options for vast majority of the fights in the skill quest. And many people haven't been paying the attention that he might potentially deserve. Right, instead of talking about full Night Thrasher's kit, which I have done in the past and might do in the future again, we're going to be more specific today. We're going to focus on Cavalier difficulty and how he interacts with the nodes. Before we can do that, we need to check the nodes out themselves, so we can start with Mind's Eye. Skill attackers gain an indefinite passive fury, increasing attack rating by 35% each time the defender's evade effect is prevented in any other way than ability accuracy reduction, max stacks 10. So Night Thrasher starts out strong here already because he has access to true accuracy on all of his skateboard hits from the very first hit in the fight. That means you will immediately start earning these fury buffs and increasing Night Thrasher's damage output quite significantly. Now, in addition to that, we have Can't Touch This, which basically lets defenders you go up against avoid 50% of the time. However, obviously, as just discussed, Night Thrasher prevents that extremely easily in his base kit already. And the last node, perhaps the most important one, skill attackers prevent the defender's evade abilities while the defender is suffering from a disorient, incinerate, and shock debuff. Right. And this is one of the key aspects why Night Thrasher is so reliable and so good in Cavalier difficulty quest. And here are the main points. As I mentioned, he has true accuracy from the start of the fight. However, he also has access not just to incinerate, shock, or disorient, but to all three of them. And what makes it most important in this case is the fact that he can keep on refreshing them throughout the entire fight, and you effectively have absolutely no worries that they will expire because you always refresh them with the heavy attack. And in vast majority of the fights, once you have applied either incinerate or any of the other effects, it remains there on the opponent. So unlike other champions who have to keep an eye on whether you have incinerate, shock, or disorient active on opponent at any given moment, you can completely forget about doing that, and that allows you to play the game a lot easier and a lot simpler. So instead of me just talking here, why don't I just show you guys? And we're gonna jump to Cavalier difficulty quest and check out some fights. Right, so here we are in Cavalier level difficulty quest. On the first path, path A, we have all three of the previously mentioned nodes present here. And just to show how confident I am in Night Thrasher abilities, I am using a rank 3 4-star. So this is a rank 3 4-star against 35k Yellow Jacket. And we can see how we do. Keep in mind that Yellow Jacket now is also quite tanky with significantly increased energy and physical resistance stats. However, Night Thrasher is no slouch in that department, as well as he has quite heavily increased physical resistance himself. So you can see that I have already applied the Incinerate debuff, and I just need to make sure that I keep on refreshing those, and the fight is pretty much in the bag here. Right, so I'm going to go for my second debuff, which is shock, and I'm going to drop a heavy attack in hopes of pulling off a taunt. Now that I have taunt active, opponent will be launching special attacks a lot quicker and a lot easier, so I can maintain a good momentum on the fight. Have the third debuff active, just need to drop another heavy attack to get the taunt back, and we're going to enjoy the sweet damage output from Night Thrasher. Right, we can see that all of the evades are being failed. I have a whole ton of furies here active. 10 furies from Night Thrasher's abilities, 10 furies from the node, and yeah, we are all hanging in here. And yeah, I have no boosts, no other artificial attack enhancements active here. So it's extremely simple, extremely straightforward fight, and yeah, check out the damage on a rank 3 4-star champion. Granted, this is him fully synergized up, but still 62 hits or 63 hits to take down a yellow jacket in Cavalier difficulty quest with a rank 3 4-star. It's not too bad at all, if you ask me. However, that is not all. We are not done here. Just wait a second and we're going to be back bigger, better, and stronger. Right, so we are back again in exactly the same spot. This time we are back with a 5-star rank 5 Night Thrasher and exactly the same synergy team against exactly the same opponent, just to see how it's going to work out now. And again, remember, all skateboard attacks already bypass their weight. There is a cool trick where you can start with a 3-hit light combo and finish with double mediums, and therefore with a parry stun you can basically launch 5-hit combos and play pretty much as a regular fight. So I'm going to go in for my second debuff here, which is Disorient. Now, only thing left to apply for me will be Shock, and I just need to dex out this level 1 in order to access that. And we can see that the damage is ramping up quite incredibly fast. But to demonstrate the full extent of damage potential that is hidden here, we're going to be going up against Massacre, because Yellow Jacket, as I mentioned earlier, has all sorts of physical and energy resistances. But here, yes, the fight is already over before I even managed to drop off some big level 2. So this one took us 34 hits, but we're going to go and check out how quickly we can get this Massacre down. Another super helpful mechanic that I believe is pretty much like an unsung hero in Night Thrasher's kit is that increased power gain whenever you trigger dex or whenever you parry if you are under 1 bar of power. That is super useful, and it really helps you set up all of his rotation very quickly, very painlessly. So we're going to go in again with 3 light attacks, double mediums to finish it off. And we're going to go in for the Incinerate now. So I have 2 debuffs on Massacre right now. I can already go for the Taunt to start stacking my own Furies in addition to the ones that I'm getting from the node. So now I just need to get Disorient and we're going to be rolling. So this time I finished a combo with a light attack before throwing level 1. That means Disorient is here. Couple of heavy attacks, a whole bunch of Furies, and he goes to sleep. And yeah, that is Night Thrasher here in Cavalier level difficulty quest. However, this is obviously when he's synergized completely fully, and that is not realistically how you will be using the champion. So last thing I do want to show you guys before I go is how Night Thrasher does by himself without any synergies. Stay tuned for that. So here we are for the last time. 5-star Night Thrasher, absolutely no synergies, just like you would ideally like to use him. Again, as I said, we can go for 3 light hits, double mediums at the end of first combo, and we pretty much immediately get to our level 1. Incinerate is active. From this point forward, we do not have to worry about opponent evading ever again. So I'm gonna go for Disorient debuff, and at the point when opponent has 2 debuffs, it's always quite safe to go for the heavy attack to get that Taunt. And now the last thing left to do is acquire the Shock debuff, which we're putting on right about now. Gonna drop another heavy attack just to get back that Taunt so I can keep on building my Furies, which is a very easy task. And now we can see that all sorts of Furies are getting built. We're gonna get 10 due to Night Thrasher's abilities. We are at 9 Furies from the node, so it's going to be very quick finish here. Just going to go in for a big level 2 to finish this off. Unfortunately, we do not crit and didn't finish, but close enough. We're just going to go for a heavy attack, and hopefully there we finish with a nice, beautiful yellow number. And that will be it for today's physical demonstration of these fights. Now, hopefully I have convinced you guys that this machine is in fact incredibly potent when it comes to hunting super villains and a like in Cavalier level difficulty quest. Now, if you did like today's video, then please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit all the cool buttons. Check out the video description to find all the relevant links, how to join the Discord server, line rooms, and all the other cool things that you can potentially do to support the channel. Huge thank you to you guys for making this far in the video. You guys are the real troopers, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the